Hello, welcome back. I am so excited today. Yeah. Okay, so you guys have been rock star sending me your progress reports. So I have so much stuff to dig into today. It really makes my heart sing. As part of the Fresh Start experience, as you know, my goal is to help you grow. So we're taking 90 days to intentionally work on all the things, especially the little things like the Setup for Sales 7-day challenge. The goal initially was to work with me from Monday to Sunday, 1 day to 7 days to create a $7 solution, right? And some of you were able to rock that out. Some of you missed it because you had other things going on. Some of you started and didn't get to finish. I said, listen, we need to focus on commitment, consistency, and simplicity. So if we have to do this 15 times for 90 days, we're going to make it happen because I need to see you collect your digital dollars, right? I need to see you do what you need to do to come through for you. Somebody said, ouch. No, there's no ouch here. This is love. This is me understanding that the best made plans. We all set deadlines for ourselves, right? I know I'm going to start today and finish today, or I'm going to knock this out this weekend. And guess what? Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But what does that mean? Does that mean we beat ourselves up and then go, oh, I'm never going to get this done? Nothing's ever going to change? No. It means we find a space, hence the Fresh Start experience, to have the support needed to complete the projects, to work on the profits, to market, to sell, to all the things. And so last week we did round 2 of Setup for Sales. Next week we're going to do round 3 because, baby, it is the prep, plan, and profit for me. We're going to continue to create, and I'm so excited to see what you guys are creating. So quite a few of you have literally joined up to the Fresh Start program like this morning, last night, within the last day or two. I want you, if you haven't heard me before, I want you to really hear this loud and clear. Your Fresh Start starts now. I do not care what happened yesterday. Your Fresh Start starts today. You're not going to figure out a way to start 2 days from now or 5 days from now. This is not let me start it Monday, let me start it Sunday. It's today. So wherever you are, number one, you want to make sure that you carve out some time to watch the initial 7-day Setup for Sales challenge. It's a great way just to give you the foundation of all the parts of this process, right? From the plan, prep, produce, publish, promote, all the steps, okay? Now, does that mean if you never watch it, you never get it? No, because guess what? We're going to go through all of these together in 90 days, but I also want you to take the time to get the foundation, number one. Number two, this week, as I remind you, is all about the products. So every day this week, I'm picking one of these products in the list that you see here, and we're digging in. So far, we've talked about audios, bundles, and challenges. Today, we're going to talk about ebooks. So our evening sessions are really great opportunities to deep dive into the product and co-work on mapping it out and creating it. And our afternoon sessions are opportunities to prepare for the evening, me to answer your questions, and to also put you in the hot seat and showcase your work and all the things. So we do Q&A, hot seats, prep for the evening and the afternoon, and then we deep dive in the evening into one particular topic. Now, I have to say this several times because, like I said, multiple ladies are participating in this, and this may be your first time actually sitting down and listening to me. Number one, we're not going to go every day for 90 days, okay? This is not 75 hard. I'm not trying to have y'all pass out. Number two, I do update a calendar for you, and there's a calendar on the Fresh Start page so that every couple of weeks you can get a sense of what's happening that week. Number three, just because I am talking about a digital product every single day for 7 days this week, that's not my goal for you. My goal for you is to find a particular project that you dive into, right, and you lovingly work on. And if you just happen to find that some of the things that we talk about this week are interesting to you, maybe you attach them onto what you're trying to do, but first you got to what? You got to start to finish. No excuses. If you say you're going to work on an ebook, don't go, ooh, LaShawna, you talked about challenges today. Let me do a challenge instead. No. You start to finish the thing that you're building. You don't snowball it. You work on one of my favorite acronyms, KISS, keeping it seriously simple. And then you build on what you've already built by attaching other offers or projects based on what we talk about, okay? So me teaching you, just as important as it is me teaching you the strategies, I have some amazing, overly intelligent women in my circle. And I've said to you guys, keeping it real, excuse my French, my type A ladies and gents, y'all make shit hard. You make shit way too hard for yourself. So we, not only do we have to work at the technical stuff, we have to spend the next 90 days working on you getting better at keeping things simple. So you can start it, you can finish it, you can practice, you can feel better, and you can move forward, okay? I know it's not Sunday, but we're going to take a couple of minutes for me to get on my soapbox today. Because I'm excited. Y'all sent me some really good progress reports. I'm going to dive into answering questions, reviewing projects, and creating a space where those of you who are live, if you want to ask questions, now's the time. Whatever questions you have, feel free to ask. It doesn't necessarily have to be about what I'm talking about, but if it's about you working on your $7 solutions, you working on your products and promotions based on what we're working on as part of this experience, baby, drop it in the chat box for me. I also mentioned to you guys, friendly reminder, I get it. Yes, I've tried lovingly to do 2 sessions every day at noon and at 7, but I get you got a life, okay? You got families, you got jobs. You may not be able to get on any of these sessions. If that's the case, don't make that an excuse to not do what you need to do, right? Try to watch only the replays that resonate with you and check in with me. Send me your progress report. And I shouldn't say send me your progress report, which is to imply that there's only one. You're going to do this a couple of times over the next 90 days. Check in. Whether if your progress report is, I just started, LaShonda, period. Okay. I need to know, right? Where are you in the process? We've been talking about $7 solutions, lead magnets, landing pages for at least a couple of weeks. So literally some of you guys have already started. But if you haven't started and you're just beginning, wherever you are in the process, I need to help you get to your definition of success. I can only do that if you check in with me, okay? So whether you do it literally right now, this minute, or at some point today, you send me another progress report, okay? Either your first one or your next one. So with that being said, I'm going to pause and check the chat real quick, and then I'm going to move into the hot seat, show you a couple of things that you guys have been working on, answer your questions, and then go from there. Oh, let me say this because I'm going to forget. As I mentioned before, friendly reminder, I try to do hot seat and Q&As, right? So Leah, you had a question about audios and making an audio quiz. Whether you listen to this live or on the replay side, I did that on, I think, our day 2 Q&A session. So I got that there for you. I just want to make sure that if people miss things, they know where to go to listen to their audios. Hey, Karen is in the virtual building. I needed that. Okay, good. Liana says, I know, I overthink and underperform, like you said on day 1. That's why I have chosen my $7 solution. I love it. I love that you've chosen it. So make sure, Liana, you send me a progress report, just kind of what you have done. But also feel free to hear, in the chat, because you're here now, right, to let me know what you're thinking about, if you have any questions, you need any support, bim, bam, boom, right? Now, I'm going to say this, because before I even jump into the ones I've received, Liana, you have your 30-day detox, right? And we've been talking about what you're going to do with it next. One thing that you could potentially do, now I don't know what you've decided for your $7 solution, okay? But one thing that you could potentially do is create a trial offer where they get a 7-day detox. Either they get the first 7 days that you've already lovingly put together, or if you feel like you don't want to give them those 7 days because it's already crafted to give them the entirety of the 30, then maybe you create a 7-day version that then gives them the option to pick either the 7-day detox or the 30-day, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, you can unmute yourself. I mean, we're live, we're talking. So either record from scratch a 7-day detox, or depending upon what you feel like you said, you feel like, yeah, I think, LaShonda, I could give them the first 7 days and have them listen to it. Hello?
Yeah, hi. I have the 30-day. We did the Evergreen. We did the 30-day Evergreen, but I think the 7-day detox, because even my colon cleanse is a 7-day detox. So yes, you're brilliant. Yes, that's what I needed to do. So that would be perfect, and I can tie that in with the 7th thing. I'm so excited. I have goosebumps. Yeah, that would be brilliant.
Good.
Never thought of it.
Okay.
But
wait, what were you thinking about for the 7-day?
Well, I wasn't thinking 7-day audio offer, but
$7. I said I'm saying 7 days. What were you thinking for your $7 solution?
The ebook for the hair loss.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So here's the deal, though, right? Everybody's in different spaces. So some people, you're literally starting from scratch, and if that's the case, you really just want to focus on one thing. But some lovely ladies, like Liana, you do have some things that are either completely done or partially done. So you can realistically manage scheduling a few products, just not doing it all at one time. So I like the idea of also having the book, and then thinking about how to structure a detox. Now, I will say this. Let's go over to our doc real quick. I've got a lot of stuff on the screen. As I'm looking for something, I just want to ask you, did you have any other questions or comments? Because I don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, basically, I just think that the 7-day detox for the 7 days to hear, what you're going to do to start your detox for 7 days on the audio would be brilliant. That would be great. I mean, I never even thought about that, because that I can always do because people who are starting it. So maybe I need to even change it up a little bit and add something for, like, this is just a 7-day detox. So that would be great for people who are just doing the colon cleanse for 7 days.
Exactly. Yes, excuse me. I sneezed.
Bless you.
Thank you. So if you want to either recreate it or just add a few extra audios to put it in context for them so it makes sense, this is just the beginning of 7 days. You're giving them the option of getting something at $7 reduced rate. You're giving yourself something that you can sell for $7 reduced rate, and then they have the option of either getting one or the other. So if I'm going to just put this on the screen real quick so that you can see it. Let's go over to sistersense.com/stay productive. Okay, so I recently released 3 ebooks. They Stay Productive, Stay Paid, Stay Positive. Here on this page, which is on SamCart, and you have SamCart, you have the option of getting 1 ebook for $7 or getting all 3 ebooks for $27. We could easily do the same thing with your product. They have the option of doing a 7-day detox for $7 or doing the 30-day detox for X amount, and then anyone who goes to that page has options, right? And then you do another page that is for the ebook, and that would be another $7 solution. So you have the opportunity to then, on your website, so let's go to your website real quick, yourownuniqueness.com. Let's go to your shop, which is built on WooCommerce, right? So What's great about that is, one of the things I love about WooCommerce is while you can sell in here, you don't always have to. What you could do is then take those 2 new products, add them to the WooCommerce store, and they won't purchase here. The links will send them to the SamCart store.
Okay.
So I did something very similar to my website, where in my WooCommerce store, some of the things, like, for example, these ebooks here, if you click on it, it's going to take you to a SamCart sales page. Just to put it in context so that you can, as you're working on these 2 new projects, connect them to your existing projects, and then we're going to connect your WooCommerce to your SamCart.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll do that next week.
Yes, yes, because I know you said you want to schedule a call. So
Yeah.
if you don't schedule it on your end, just tell me sometimes you want, and I'll book it on my end for you.
Okay. Great. Yeah, that's good.
Awesome. So
Thank you.
the next thing, you're welcome. The next thing that I actually wanted to do, and this is related to quite a few ladies are working on challenges and things of that nature. So inside of, oh, I think Karen was asking. Okay, so when you are in the Fresh Start 90-day program replays page, we go, LaShonda, how do you get to the page? Well, every time I send an email and say, we've got calls today, click here for the replays, you have it. So go to the last email for Fresh Start. You're going to see the link to that page. There's a lot of lovely resources for you on that page. One of them is a blue button that says download your guide. Your guide right now is the $7 solutions guide. It's got purple graphics at the top, and it says $7 solutions. This is pretty much the same thing. It's just the cover is different. And because we're going 90 days, I'm actually updating this one, right? But you have the essentials of what you need in the purple guide, which, number one, includes templates. Some of you honestly have some of these templates, but this just gives you easy access so you don't got to search for them. Number two, you have examples of all the 7 different projects we talk about for the next 90 days. You have examples of me actually doing them. And side note, I lovingly want to remind you guys, I am here, number one, for the long haul, but not only do I want you to finish, I want to support and showcase you. So I am working on my Sister Sense Fresh Start Marketplace that's going to show all the $7 solutions you guys produce. So as you're creating them and you're sending them to me, I'm going to be building out a page where I can lovingly showcase your $7 offers. Because a lot of you are, you target my target, women and entrepreneurs or people who need to work on their bodies, their hair, their self-care, all the things. So I'll be able to create a space where I can showcase your things on multiple levels. The most important level being able to present and give people access to your resources through my community, number one. And number two, the level of being able to say, hey, if these amazing ladies can start and finish their digital offers, so can you, right? So it's a win-win for everyone. And so right now I'm not focused on putting that page together because I want the initial incubator of you guys working on your offers to be completed. Some of you guys have finished your first offer, which is great, but I'm going to wait for a little bit to have a few more done before I work on that particular page. But I want to support you. So, of course, you have your templates, you have examples of offers you can produce, you have a short list of tools that I have used, and then I break down each of these digital products. So when you watch the Set Up for Sales 7-day challenge, the initial series, we go through all of this. But this week is just the step of creating your product, okay? So every day in the 7 days, we do something slightly different. This time around, we're just doing production, okay? And then 1 week, we'll just focus on promotion. Another week, we'll just focus on pages. I really want to strip this whole process down to its bare bones. So again, we beat ourselves up in corners because we feel like we're not doing things quickly or these people are done, I'm not done. No. We're going to have the time and the grace and the space and the love and all the things to go through if we need to spend 12 weeks to do 7 days, we're going to do that. Unapologetically, okay? That is the vision that I received when the Lord said do Fresh Start, and that's what I'm going to do, okay? So one of the things that I wanted to show to you, just see if I can scroll. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I don't want to take too much time on this one. But let me go to any one of these 7. Okay, so here's a simple one. You have several pages that look like this, okay? So you can literally, some have play buttons, some have link icons, some have arrows. You get the gist, right? The idea here is no excuses. Yeah, we could do a 7-day autoresponder, but guess what? If you don't have the time or the skill set to do it on your own or to pay me to do it for you, use this document, put all 7 days in here. If every day you want to give them a PDF, link the PDF. If every day you want to give them an audio or a video to watch, link the audio or the video. Give them their PDF. They pay their $7. They get their $7 challenge and a nice PDF document. You're done, right? So again, one of the key words for this particular project is keeping things simple, and anything that's going to take too much time or bandwidth from you, it's not for you to do, okay? One of the things I talk about is as women, and especially as women of color, we don't trust our own decision-making and judgment, right? So 9 times out of 10, we'll say, hey, you know better than me. You tell me what to do. I'm going to defer to you. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, listen, if you can't ask me, more important than asking me is ask yourself, do I have the means to do it? Do I have the funds to do it? Can I afford for somebody to do it for me? If it's hard, then don't do it that way. Find a simpler solution, okay? So those of you who are working on challenges, I know that quite a few of you are using this document. I'm going to talk about a few people. I know Elizabeth was like, LaShonda, I want to do 31 days, and these pages are in sets of 7. So I'm going to come into this doc and create a new version that is 10 per page versus 7 to support y'all. I got you. Just got to give me a day or two to add those to this one, okay? And then Tasha was like, well, girl, I need you to add that audio page, and I'm going to add it to this one as well. So just to friendly remind you guys, I haven't forgotten, especially those of you listening on the replay, I am going to be updating this document, but I want you to be able to have simple solutions moving forward. So let's see. Hey, Retha, I'm actually going to show your stuff on the screen in a second, Retha. So I know time is precious and folks got things to do in the early afternoon, so I'm going to get to yours next, okay? Let me check the chat first. So let's see here. Okay, so you said when I select the download guide, it gives me the Setup for Sales 7-day challenge. Ooh, okay, let me check that link real quick. My apologies, I feel a little behind. Where's the templates? No problem. That might be an error on my part. Let me fix it. So I'm going to pause the recording. I got old lady brain, y'all, so if I forget, please remind me to hit record again. Okay, so progress reports, the fun stuff. Number 1, Retha has been a rock star. She's been sending me quite a few things. The first thing is some of your audio content.
Hello, welcome to the audio series on factors that prevent Black women from participating in breast health practices. Thank you so much for joining and choosing to.
Now, I'm going to pause it for a second. It's only 53 seconds, but 2 things. I can hear you clearly. That's great, right? However, I feel like there's a bit of crackling in the background. I don't know if maybe something is rubbing on your mic, if you're using a mic, or if there's a fan or there's something in the background, but there is a bit of crackling. Now, not to the degree that I'm like, but, you know, either because it's so short as a 53-second audio, you have 2 options of either, 3 options. Number 1, you could just leave it as is, okay? If it's fine, it's fine for you. You love it, I like it. You like it, I love it, as they say, right? You like it, I love it. But I'm here to offer my feedback, so I am. Either because it's relatively short, you can re-record, or number 3, there are a lot of platforms out online that you can upload your audios or videos, and they'll take out the back noise. So literally you could Google search AI background sound, I want to say sound, background noise, AI background noise, and there are platforms either for free or practically free where you can upload your content and they'll kind of like reduce that in the background. If it's not an issue or a concern for you, no problem, but I'm just going to put it out there, number 1. Number 2, let's go back to our doc real quick. So right now, I know you're doing a combination of things, and it feels like you're actually doing a lot of things, which is why I wanted to check you, okay? I want to check you because you said, I know initially you said, I want to work on an ebook. Then I see you've got these audios Then you said you want to do a resource guide. So it kind of feels like you're simultaneously doing all three of these things and you're bouncing. And we don't want to bounce because then we get overwhelmed and we don't finish. So of those three projects, the audios, the resource guide, and the audios, the resource, I'm a bouncer. The audios, the resource guide, and the ebook, Retha, I really want you to pick one, finish it, and then move on to the next one, okay? And I get it. We can all have that feeling of bouncing, but here's the thing about me. Because I have so many different people in my space, I like to give you guys options, but it kind of is a gift and a curse. You know why? Because you might sometimes feel like, ooh, I want to try that one. Ooh, I want to try that one. Ooh, I want to try that. And I'm like, damn, that was not my intention. It was not my intention to show you so that now you want to jump from ship from this project to go to the other one. I just wanted to show you an example. But listen, if I'm going to lead correctly, I have to be conscious of everything that makes your process harder. And if it makes it harder because you're seeing these options to stop and finish one thing, we have to fix that, okay? And again, me telling you to keep things simple, I get it. For a lot of people, as simple is hard. And you're going to be like, well, yeah, LaShonda, I just want to do the resource guide, the audio series, the course, the ebook. But, girl, you know I can't sleep at night, right? Because I don't have enough time to do all this stuff. We can't do that. Now, you did ask me another question. This is a Retha moment, okay? So anything that applies to Retha, if you feel like it applies to you, bless God. But I'm talking to my Retha right now. The next thing that I wanted to share with you, because I want to answer all the questions that you had for me, was basically you were like, okay, LaShonda, I have 4 audios. Should I sell each of these audios separately and then maybe do a bundle with the resource guide, right? Okay, let's keep it simple. You start off with a starter offer at $7. Either that is one audio, the one that you feel is the most popular, or maybe you give them 2 or 3 audios, because I want you to put your foot in the $7 offer, especially if your $7 offer, the goal is to sell them on other things. Let's be real. If they buy it for $7 and they don't like it, they're not going to buy more. I always say give them the opportunity to try a little and then buy more, right? Here's the deal. I make my free offers so great that people go, shit, if this is what LaShonda's giving me for free, I can't imagine what I get when I pay her. Even if it's $7, right? We don't want to go, ooh, let me just squeeze it real tight and only give them like the first 5 minutes for $7 and then, you know what I'm saying? Or let me just piece part. It's 10 minutes. I don't know how much time you're putting into each audio, right? But it's a 10-minute audio. Let me sell each of these for $7. If you can give them a good value package at $7, maybe one audio or a set, make the first package stick. And then everything else put in the upsell. Now, let me show you. I'm going to go back to a page that I just showed you guys, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go to sistersense.com/stay productive, number 1. And then number 2, I'm going to make sure I'm recording because like I told y'all, my old lady brain, I might not remember. It's recording. Okay. So I have 3 ebooks in here. Stay Productive, Stay Positive, and Stay Paid. I'm selling the Stay Paid and the Stay Productive separately. I'm not selling the Stay Encouraged separately. Do people need to stay positive and stay encouraged? Yes. Do I think they're going to buy it for $7? Not to the degree that would make a dent for me. So I'm going to put it in the full bundle, but I'm not going to take my time. It's not going to take me any time to sell it separately. I'm just not doing it. A lot of people want to figure out how to stay paid in my community, work on their sales. I know I can sell that. A lot of people want to work on their focus and their productivity. I know I can sell that. I could sell the other one, but is it going to move the needle where it really needs to be its own offer? No. So I'm going to put it in the bigger bundle. So they have the option of either getting the one, Stay Productive, for $7, or everything in the bigger bundle for $27. Keep the process simple for you. So either you can do it for yourself or you can identify with me, you know, if you have time to talk to me one-on-one or via these calls virtually when we're live, what you want to put in your first part package versus your second part package, then great. right? To make the process easier for you and clear for them. This is what you get for 7. This is what you get for more than 7, okay? The next thing, I know you talked about getting in the templates and you were trying to hire somebody and then all of a sudden they dropped ship, okay? Let me know what you're trying to do. I could probably do it for you, right? I have created a page, and I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to tell you the link, but to be honest with you, it's already on your Fresh Start page. It's called Canva Design Support. Canva Design Support. Either you can get 3 hours, 6 hours, or 10 hours of Canva Design Support from me at half off. Because literally I don't want cost to be an issue for anyone in this program. Is it going to be half off forever? Absolutely not. So y'all coming at me 3 years later like, LaShonda, I'm listening to the replays. Opportunities expire. Okay? It's available until I say I'm at capacity and I can't do any of these anymore. Okay? So that's the second question. Well, how long do I have to decide? Get it now. Because once I get out of capacity, there's only but so many projects I can work on. But it gives you the opportunity to get a couple of hours from me if you need help working on your projects, right? If design is something that you need support around. So just like Rita, if you want to hire somebody, no problem. If you want to hire me, I got you. And then I can go in. I mean, these are my templates, so I can go in and help you with the text and doop-doop-a-doop, right? Make it work. The next thing, I want to answer as many of your questions, Rita, as you sent to me. I think that's it. I think I answered all your questions in a nutshell. If you want to unmute yourself, if you're still on the line, feel free to either unmute yourself to talk to me or comment in the chat, and we can figure the rest out, okay? But like I said, if you're trying to finish your resource guide or your ebook and you're having trouble laying things out and Canva is driving you crazy, check in with me. I was on the phone with Barbara yesterday because Wednesday we do clarity calls, and she was like, okay, LaShonda, I put together my unblock your ... I think 20 blocks or something. She works with couples and she does marriage counseling. She's like, I got my ebook together, but I downloaded it and it's a video. She's like, you see it says 2 minutes and 20 seconds. What am I doing? And so I was like, okay, what you're doing is when you download, you have to change it from MP4 video to PDF. Make it a PDF. Now you're going to get the document. She was like, this is why I need you in my back pocket. And I said, I'm small enough. You could probably fit me in your back pocket, and I would be quite comfortable, right? But like I said, if there are certain aspects of using Canva that honestly are just taking up too much of your time, energy, and effort, we can either do them together if you have call time with me, or I can assist you with the design via one of my Canva design support packages. How do you get there? Either you use the link. That's what I was trying to find for you guys. The link is sistersense.com/CDS for Canva Design Services. That link currently gives you half off, but again, that's a limited time until I'm at capacity, and then I'm taking half off, okay? That's number one, CDS, Canva Design Services. If you don't want to type in that, just go to the Fresh Start program page, look for the blue button that says Canva Design Services, and you can see that you have the opportunity to either sign up for 3 hours or 10 hours. When you get to the page that says 3 hours, on that page you have the option to do 3 or 6 hours. So really you can get a set of 3, 6, or 10 hours of time, and as I knock out projects for you, I'll tell you how many hours you have left, right? That's basically how I work. Again, keep it simple. So before I go into the next thing for our hot session and Q&A today, let me just check the chat to see what you guys are saying to me. Gary's like, can't I just shop in your Canva and just call it a day? Just go in there. Oh, my goodness. I would prefer to trade my Canva for yours any day, any day. Rita says, thank you for the feedback. Yes, that was my practice on the audio. Okay, so it's a practice audio. Okay, awesome. It's short enough that you could just easily record it again. You don't have to go look for a background remover. I don't necessarily use them. That's why I can't tell you a specific one. But if you ever needed one, you can Google it, okay? I changed the audio because of something you said in the training, not planning to do the ebook yet. Okay, so as opposed to doing the ebook, you're going to start with the audio and the resource guide. Got it. So I did respond to you via email as well, Rita, so you can let me know if you do want help and support either via those packages or if you need less time than that. Just check in with me and we'll talk about it privately. Okay. The next thing. All right. The next one we have, I feel like saying drum roll, please. So the lovely Rhonda, one of the awesome ladies coming out to hang out with me in a couple of weeks for Print Your Profits, Miss Turquoise Blue, officially finished her 21 mantras, mindful mantras for prosperous, abundant living. How pretty is this? So I know off the bat that Rhonda has been rocking out since we did trainings on using Midjourney AI art. And beautiful, right? It's so pretty, so pretty. I always love to see what you guys do with the templates, right? So she's combined the ebook template, the square one, with some of her Midjourney creations, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. I'm like, Rhonda, I need to go into Midjourney with you. Because we all have our, we'll use different styles and, prompts and whatever. And, what you get might be completely different from what somebody else gets, right? But absolutely love this. 21 mindful money mantras for prosperous and abundant living, okay? So, number one, I'm just a proud mama to see that Rhonda has completed her project. And it's not even just done, it's here for purchase, right? So it's available, it's on the page. It's a 44-page ebook, and she also created a resource guide to boot. Love it, love it, love it, okay? I need to come here and make my purchase so I can download and support and then be able to dig into both of these, right? Because I think we all could use more mindful money mantras in our life, right? The next thing that I want to do is check in with Rhonda because I love perfection. I love, love, love what I see here. But I also believe in just telling somebody, oh, my God, this is beautiful, this is amazing. Who is that going to help, right? Everybody deserves to get some legitimate, thoughtful feedback. So clap, clap, clap all around. Here are some things that I also see here. Number one, this is something that I do all the time, and one of the reasons why I love these square templates. You now have 21 mindful money mantras. You can literally post these square graphics on your Instagram. Like literally for 21 days, every day, post one of these graphics, right? And I said to you guys, if you're going to do the Fresh Start framework, and in the framework, we talked about TSP, 3 simple plans. Plan 1, your posts. Plan 2, your profit. Plan 3, your people. Plan 1 being posts, I said, listen, I want you to think about doing either one of the following for 30 days. Either for 30 days, post pictures, which is what I'm doing. You guys might notice I'm posting at least one picture a day, right? You could do pictures. You could post pages of your publications, things that you have personally written, or you can share your point of view, simple text messages, whatever social media platform you want, right? Your points, your pictures, or your pages. Now, in Rhonda's case, for 21 days, she can post pages from her book. Y'all have books, you want to sell them, they're not selling, you're not talking about them. You're not loving them. You're not putting them out there. Nobody knows, nobody cares, right? You have to love your stuff more than anybody else, right? Kind of like that scene from Eddie Murphy, The Clumps, when he's like, Hercules, Hercules. That's my baby. You got to be prouder than your baby than nobody else. If you want people to check your baby and then buy your baby. Well, not buy your physical baby. You know what I'm saying. Invest. I think that sounds better. You want people to invest in your baby, right? You got to promote it. So, number one, strategically taking all of these and posting them on social media, starting with a 21-day post series, and then continuing to do that is going to help you. One of the people that I shared with you. Perhaps not in this Fresh Start experience, but I oftentimes will talk about before 5 a.m. This is created by a man by the name of Joel Duncan, and I've been following Joel for years, right? And Joel talks about productivity. He talks about creating a solid foundation to getting things done in your life. And if you see certain pages that have this blue thing, it's a pink cover, and it says, oh man, it wants me to log in. Okay, let me go to my Instagram instead, because I'm already logged into my Instagram app. So then let me go search. I hate when it blocks things and I can't see what I'm looking for. Before 5 a.m. Okay? Joel has over 1 million followers, okay? You'll notice that he will consistently, you see that one that says blueprint? That's his blueprint. He's been selling his productivity, all the things thing for years now. I think I bought that thing like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's a PDF document. You download it, you print it, you use it. He's been selling that thing for years now. And let me tell you something. It takes a lot of love to every 3 to 4 images see the same thing and sell that same thing for 5 and 6 years. A lot of folks, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of us will post it for 3 days and go, why didn't we get Oprah hits? And then we off to something else. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to keep it real. You spend hundreds or thousands of dollars to produce stuff that you never put out. And you think it's easy to look at somebody like Joel and see that literally every couple of posts he's showcasing his product, but you're not doing that. You're not doing it. And the thing about it is, it's simple, but yet simple is hard. Every damn day I get the same question. LaShonda, what should I post on social media? Post your book? Did you post your book yet? Oh, well, no, I didn't, because I'm thinking maybe I should do this. Did you post the damn page from the book yet? You see me drop a couple of words that I don't usually drop, but that's because I get passionate about the fact that for Fresh Start, we're going to keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with things you can't afford to do or don't know how to do. Do the things that are going to move the needle for you. And Joel now has over 1 million followers. He sells this simple PDF document that he's been selling for almost a decade for less than $20, and it still sells. There's no reason why you can. But girl, I don't know how to do live stream, and I don't know how to multi-broadcast. Who told you need to do that? Who told you need to do that? Does it help? It absolutely does help. But if you're not doing the fundamental things, the bigger things are not going to serve and support you, okay? So one of the things I want us to do is to get better at practicing simplicity, right, and sticking to the fundamentals. So with that being said, you can scroll through, like, I don't know what green juice he was drinking this day. You can scroll through and see, you can count 3, 4, 5, 6 posts. Then eventually you're going to see a photo of the blueprint. He does different style photos, but he's always selling and loving on, I call it, you don't love your stuff enough. If you're not talking about your products and showcasing them, but you keep trying to find this magic marketing strategy that I don't know who invented, it's not going to work. Do the things that work, right? Nobody's saying, this man has 1 million followers. Joel, we're tired of seeing the cover of Blueprint. Stop posting that. Nobody is saying that, right? Well, I've said that 5 times already. I need to say something different. I need to use another graphic. Who told you that? You need to put out the stuff that you have more consistently. And if you're not doing that, stop making something new. Don't do it. Don't make not a near nothing new until you start consistently putting out the stuff that you already have, right? So I love the beauty that is what Rhonda has put together. And I'm not saying this to you, Rhonda. I'm not saying this to you because I know you, boo. I know you deliver. You create, you're amazing, right? But Rhonda is like myself. She's a web and graphics designer. We create a lot of stuff. Creating a lot of stuff is one thing. Loving on it and consistently putting it out there is a whole other ball game. I'm not stepping on Rhonda's toes. I ain't stepping on Aretha's toes or anybody else's toes. I just need you to know if you consistently and really want to grow, you have to love on your content. So that means you have lovingly put this document together. Can you find 3 to 5 ways to promote this thing? Okay. Number 1, 21 days on social media. Not once, but repetitively. Every quarter, maybe, you come back and you drop 21 mantras on your social media platform. You do it. You pay a virtual assistant to do it. It ain't complicated because guess what? It's done. Bam. Number 2, take 3 of those days. Make a lead magnet. I'm going to share 3 mantras with you, right? 3 mantras. Make a freebie lead magnet. You build your email list. You have something that can attract people. There you go. Bim, bam, boom. Number 3, widen your reach. You've got people downloading digital and printable things on Etsy. I know for a fact that, Rhonda, you are on Amazon. You've got products on Amazon. This should be one of them. Put it in your Amazon so people can download it on their Kindle. Put it on Etsy. Repetitively market it. Make a lead magnet. And, of course, there's a ton of other things that you could do. But, hey, that's a start, right? Your blog, right? We should be able to go to your blog and see that for 7 days on your blog, straight, you share 7 mindfulness mantras. Every day you share it, you copy and paste that mantra for the day. Shonda, where should I put? You don't even have to think about it because you already made it. Copy and paste your mantra for the day. They have a link that says, hey, if you enjoyed today's post, click here to unlock 21 mindfulness mantras. I think I've given you anywhere between 3 to 5 ways to strategically promote this one thing. And use social media marketing without going, what do I post today? It's already in the book. Okay? So, it's funny because I feel away when I started talking. I think it was Carrick. I was like, ouch, I feel away. I feel like everything I say today, because we're in the hot seat today, and I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes today. But I do want to lovingly support you, right, and offer recommendations of things that you can do. I love that. I know. Isn't it beautiful? It is absolutely beautiful. I'll check my email. Okay, good stuff. Can someone help me with Mid-Journey? My stuff looks nothing like Well, it could be that, she's a graphics designer like me, so she probably has a little bit of that in it. But we all have our superpowers, right? Rita says, congratulations to Rhonda. Yes, absolutely. So today's going to be a little bit longer than before because I actually have one more that I'm going to do today. So, Elizabeth, I've got you. I'm going to put your stuff on the screen next. Canva. Okay. So I've got to come out of Canva to go back into Canva. So, Elizabeth, I can put your stuff on the screen. And there are quite a few ladies doing this program, so this is going to be interesting. But I'll do my best to do at least 2 to 3 of these, plus give you guys an opportunity to check in and ask questions. You know what? I'm not doing this one, and I'll tell you why. Today we're actually going to be talking about ebooks. We're going to be talking about ebooks. And, I want to come in here and make some edits. I'm going to do it later. When we talk about ebooks this evening, I'm going to work on yours, Elizabeth, and offer some recommendations. So let me do this last thing, which is to prep our call for today. Anyone here who is live, any final questions, check in and ask. I'm going to hold off on Elizabeth's project, ebook project, until tonight. I'm excited because I just feel so like Red Bull, like enthusiastic because you guys are sending your projects and you're working on things, and I don't want to just teach you how to do stuff and then send you off to the wolves. I want to do as much as I can to support y'all in this 90-day experience. So we're going to do some old things, but we're definitely going to do some new things too. So I can support you as best as possible. Elizabeth is here. I was just able to come in. Okay, so you're going to do it. You're okay with that? Uh, do you want me to go through it now, or are you okay coming back and doing it later? I'm so glad. Like the energies said, Elizabeth, call in now. If you want me to do it now, I'll do it now. I can come back later. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Let's do the last part, which is prepping for this evening. So this evening, we're going to talk about ebooks, right? And I got all this good, fun stuff for y'all. But here's what I'll say in prep for later today. One of my favorite strategies to get things done simpler and really quickly, relatively quickly, I should say, is I have a concept called write without writing, okay? Write without writing. So some of you are writing your ebooks from scratch. Awesome. Some of you are repurposing content, right? So there are things that you already have. Amazing. A specific way to repurpose is blogs, right? So literally, I did a live stream last week where I was like, create an ebook with me. Within that 60-minute period, I basically took a blog post that I had written and then turned it into an ebook document. So you don't always have to write from scratch. You can repurpose things you already have, especially if you've written some pretty thorough things on your blog or on social media. I've written some really long social media posts, right? And some of you do that. And so while you may not have a traditional blog, you may microblog on Facebook or Instagram or other platforms, right? The next thing is record. I've made it very, very well known that sometimes I just do not have the time to write. So instead of starting with writing, I start with audio. And that's possibly why maybe, Rita, you decided to, instead of doing ebook first, do audio first. Maybe it's easier for you. Not sure why you changed directions, but I'm awesome with it. Pivot as needed, right? But another way to write without writing is just to simply record the content, right? You could use platforms like Google Docs, and if you find Robin's doing Fresh Start with us. I remember doing another training, and Robin was like, I hate to write, right? And real time, we worked on content together. I said, just talk it. And she was talking, and I was writing it. And she was like, wait, I said all that? I was like, yes, you did, ma'am. So either do the recordio. I was going to say audio and recording, and it became recordio. My brain works that sometimes. Either do the recording and sell the audio first, or just record the audio for you to make it easier for you to get your thoughts out. Get the audio transcribed. You know, you could use a platform like rev.com. It's $1 a minute. There are a lot of platforms where, or even nowadays, there's so many AI apps. You can easily find an AI app where for free or practically free, you can upload your audio and within minutes get that content transcribed. It used to be way harder, and I think I spent like $100 on Dragonfly or I don't know, some platform that you could upload audio and transcribe. Now you could throw a hat and find something like that. Back in the day, it was not as easy. You could also use the text-to-speech feature. You have text-to-speech on your phone. Even Google Docs has text-to-speech. So there's no excuses. If you don't want to write, you don't have to. You can get people to submit articles or pieces to you, create a mini anthology of submissions you've received, and or, as we've been doing, we've been using things like Canva's Magic Write tool or ChatGPT to get assistance in writing your content, okay? I'm going to talk about these a little bit more later today, but I always like to prime the conversation, right? So just getting in your mind, if you are working on an ebook project, great. If you want some tips and recommendations from me, I'm going to give you those in more detail later on today. And any questions while we're live or you're listening on the replay side, you check in, and I'll do my best to integrate those into the conversation, okay? So we're just at the hour. Questions, comments. If you need to catch up, ask questions. I got you, right? Like I said, I want you to kind of ingrain the message of your Fresh Start starts today. Because a lot of times we feel shame or regret around the things that we didn't get to do, even with the best of intentions. And so, oh my God, I feel so bad. No, your Fresh Start starts today. What you can start now and move forward with, feeling energized, feeling optimistic, that's what we want. We don't want you dragging your feet and feeling bad about what you couldn't do yesterday or what happened badly yesterday. We want positivity moving in today, okay? a space of gratitude, as Lynette says. So, all right, I'm going to check the chat as we wrap up. Like I said, I am here to support you all. So if you need, I think I have two things. Let's talk about support services real quick. Yes, if you need support, remember I talked about the Canva Design Services, number one. And number two, I am giving you guys the first 2 weeks of Fresh Start to decide if you want to upgrade, okay? So if you wanted to upgrade to get either me to help you with a website, a custom landing page, or to add on private one-on-one calls with me, the Fresh Start package is the best opportunity to be able to do that because you're going to get significantly reduced rate one-on-one design, web design, graphic design, and coaching support at a fraction of the cost, okay? So even if you're already in Fresh Start, if you do want to upgrade to those bigger packages, just check in and let me know before the doors close on that. And we do have the window of the first 2 weeks. The 11th of this month is when a Fresh Start officially started. So from now to 90 days from now, that's the Fresh Start time frame, okay? But between this week and end of next week, you have the opportunity to check in with me and let me know if you want to upgrade to any of those higher level Fresh Start packages before that opportunity closes. All right? So I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. Good things coming. Rita says, I can tell the excitement in your voice because you see our progress trying to keep it simple. I did the audio on Canva, and I found the record button. Yes! Yay! I love it. I love it. I can wake up after 2 hours sleep and be energized just on y'all. Y'all are like my Red Bull. You're my virtual Red Bull. I get so much energy and happiness at seeing you move forward because I know a little becomes a lot. And I know how good it feels to be proud of you and have other people be proud of you too, right? So I see y'all. I love y'all. I can't wait to jump back on to our next session later on today. And we're going to keep doing this twice a day for this week in its entirety. I can't tell you we're going to do that every week because you will burn out and I would too. But I've got different things for us to do each week. This week specifically, we are working on products. There we go. All right, my dears, till later. Take care.